Okay.
That's like media stuff. No, ain't no stuff for media stuff. Hunter really liked it. Trying to film what you watch on a Red Pro.
Bruh. Yeah. Listen to this. Okay, hang on.
I say Tyreek Hill, and then like you say, guys like Waller, guys like Renfro, that you know that. Hold on a second. Did you just start a conversation with Tyreek Hill and go to Hunter Renfro? No, it's different. Of course, Renfro coming back, he made impossible to card out here out of the slot.
Look at your face, really?
Yeah,
Why do people sleep on Renfro so much?
You look like a regular businessman if you see him just.
Okay.
Hunter Renfro, that's like media salesman. No, they ain't no second media salesman. Hunter really liked it. Turn the film on, you watch film, huh? Hunter Renfro.
Have you ever watched Hunter Renfro, like, his routes? He is nasty, bro. He is a nasty white. He is a nasty fucking white boy. Oh my god. He would be white Tyreek Hill. Yeah. That dude is nasty. I was a good route runner, but I ran basic routes where I would get people with my routes because like I would run a dig, and like for us a dig was like a post dig. You get up later and they don't run post digs, they run a dig. Like Justin Jefferson coming. You get to the college level, you get in, we don't run post digs. It's a dig. You gonna run a post, cut to the post, and then cut it flat. You gonna get your head taken off. I've had my head taken off. It's not fun. I probably suffer from CTE a little bit. I played ball for 19 years, bro, and I played 4 years of semi-pro, and for 1 year I played multiple seasons. And it's not fun, dude. But like when I got my, go ahead. That's insane, bro. Superman, he's a nice guy, but sometimes you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, he's got a CDL and he drives a truck for his farm and he takes off cattle and shit like that. I don't know. That league's tough. Yeah. Can't close out.
On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more
I'd be livid, bro.
a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the
Do
game.
what?
Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far.
I feel like it's a trap game,
though.
though.
Dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Spartans will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense will go on the attack first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these
Michigan
conditions.
State got a sorry ass team, 24 ranked full.
Like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up...
Ain't no way that fucking DB keeps up with him, bruh. No fucking way. That's irritating. You know what?
Run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Quarterback making adjustments. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit.
Give me the boomer.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will now
Still,
get its
no
first
way.
chance with the football. And here comes Alessio Milivojevic. He's coming off a tough
You know what? He
game.
keeping up with a 99
Interceptions
speed,
and only
99
one
excel.
touchdown pass.
I've got my picks off his own, bro.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, look at that defensive line now,
Here with
boys.
second and short.
Yeah, I like to see that.
This is a designed run. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Spartans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll throw on third down.
Give me that.
Under pressure. Down he goes at the 33.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone,
Ain't no way.
fighting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? You get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He'll field the punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Let's it fly. That's caught. It's Bear.
Give me that,
He'll
with
get
that
him
white
down,
boy.
but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He's not going to be wearing the gold color. The only gold he's going to be wearing is the gold that he's in.
This week, guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you. There's a little room there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's
Hang on. What do you mean? Oh. Damn it. I gotta plug my headphones into my laptop and update them.
37.
It's hard to hear
stop
you
great runners. It really is.
when,
That's why you run the football consistently.
in the
you got
game.
a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like
because
this,
they're set
man,
up
it will
for
take a toll later.
like
But you
racing
gotta tackle
and
this guy over and over again. Who has this
first-person
ability to make
shooters.
people miss and make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Oh, Dante.
Ruin the drive with a turnover. Quick step and go. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
It's only my third pick on the year.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about
Shut up, because I got a hard bracket.
The hit, forcing the incompletion.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Yeah, well.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
I'll be up tonight. My wife ain't at home. I'll be playing my Florida game here pretty soon.
He's got it again. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special,
top 5 team.
And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that third down.
12 is the
no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was
group 4,
double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon.
Conference winners.
Single team.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it. inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. More to the air again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
God dang it.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defensive line, all three of them together is already making a fucking difference.
Man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that.
I didn't know he wasn't in until last game. I thought he'd been in. He only and he still had a 1.5 sacks.
Let's see what he can do with it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Might end up putting my true freshman running back in.
Moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. More play action. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws.
Oh.
Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt.
I wanted him to lead him, not fucking lead him back to the fucking goal line. Good God, I seen him cutting across. Like, oh, he's got 2 steps. Oh, shit, he's coming back.
That's why they're a top 10 offense.
Come on, Dante. I know you just had a fucking 300-yard game. And I didn't even know he threw for 300 yards until towards the end of the game. I seen 300. I was like, oh. And I don't know how my kicker's not in the running for kicker of the year, because I've been blasting kicks with him all season long.
He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys.
I do like that they've brought that back, though. I didn't see a single face mask call all last game.
Points on the board early in this one. They just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's sacked.
There he goes, Mr. Mateo getting his sack. Yeah,
And man, it's
boy.
fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer.
Yeah, you're lucky that ball didn't come out because it was getting picked off.
And protect better up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback
2
feeling
sacks.
that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it
Well,
done.
we're going to try it. We're going to
Here
try
comes the
it.
Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down,
What's your
they might
favorite
really
play?
get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
There's 4 different routes on that motherfucker.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throwing more. Catch in the middle.
Oh man,
it's
that was
Stewart.
a
Tackle
that was a
made at
one-play
the
touchdown
34,
in
but he
25.
picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The run inside. It's Griffin. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to
That motherfucker is
before
moving.
they head to the locker room.
Had the
Thought he
distance.
it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Badgers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Yeah.
Coming out with it, it's Brinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout
I gotta look at my
running
conference
game. Did
standings.
a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Oregon offense.
He was so pissed last night. He wanted to restart that game so bad.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
That's what I told him.
The play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't find
Why you drop the ball?
He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Griffin. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Stadium polls, player composure. Once your player gets cold, you got to get him wide open. You got to get them open.
Making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Running into the open space and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Moore. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27.
I liked your comment when you're like, that's my move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your
hey,
coaches are going
I
to
got him with that, though. That was a good time to use that bitch.
That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
SMU.
We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
The Ducks,
oh, damn.
Moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Dante Moore wants to throw again. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He has got so much wear and tear. Coming off that loss last week, he said it's been a challenging week of practice. And I can tell you early in this ball game, this is something I'm going to keep my eyes on. How he is performing, moving under center, dropping back and how his arm looks despite his banged-up body. Guys?
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go play action with Moore. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boom. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards.
Oh.
Through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for a crease. It's Griffin. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Under fire. And down he goes. A
hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Moore from the gun on third down. Snagged out of the air. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And he muffs it, a loose football. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to get it to the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On the ground, it's Griffin. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's West. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.